Do you think your metabolism is just your body's way of burning calories? What if I told you it's actually your body's entire energy management system, governing everything from fat loss to your hormone health to your immune system? If you've been working hard consistently in the gym, eating healthy, and still not seeing the results you want on your fitness journey, you're in the right place. My name is Coach Jen, and I help women lose fat and build muscle and feel confident in their bodies without cutting carbs or spending more hours in the gym. Today, I'm going to break down exactly how your metabolism works so you can stop spinning your wheels and start getting the results from the effort that you're putting in at the gym. Before we dive in, like this video and subscribe to this channel for weekly fitness and nutrition tips to help you get leaner, stronger, and more confident in your body. Metabolism is not a calorie burning calculator, it's an adapted energy system. Let's make this clear from the start of this video. Your metabolism is not just how many calories your body is burning during a workout. It's the sum total of the chemical reactions in your body that keeps you alive and functioning. This includes converting food into energy, building and repairing tissues, regulating your hormones, managing your body temperature, and even protecting you from infection. Your metabolism is the engine running under the hood 24/7, even when you're sleeping. So I used to think metabolism was just how many calories I was burning. I thought if I could just burn more calories than I ate, everything would work out in terms of my fitness journey and losing fat. But when I was eating 1,400 calories, doing a lot of cardio, and still not getting the results I wanted, I realized I was missing something huge, or my body was just broken. But it was not. Here's what most people don't understand about metabolism. It isn't just always in the mode of burning calories or building the body. It's always shifting between these two states, sometimes multiple times in the same day, depending on factors such as food intake, exercise, stress, and sleep. When you understand that your metabolism is constantly adapting to your environment, your calorie intake, your training, your sleep, and your stress, everything starts to make sense. This is why you can follow the same program as your friend and get completely different results. Why eating less sometimes makes you gain weight, and why some weeks you feel amazing and other weeks you feel like garbage. After I learned this, I went from eating 1,400 calories and struggling to lose weight to eating 1,850 calories on average and being the leanest that I've ever been. And the difference is that I learned to work with my metabolism instead of against it. So let me break down exactly how this adaptive system works, starting with two key branches you need to understand. The first one being catabolism and the second one being anabolism. And here's something that's rarely explained well. Your metabolism isn't just in burn mode or build mode, it's always shifting between these two states. With catabolism, this is your body's breakdown mode. It's when you're breaking down food or body tissue for energy. And this happens when you're fasted or under eating. And your body leans more on catabolism, breaking down stored energy like glycogen or fat to keep you going. Glycogen being your carbs. Anabolism is your body's build and repair mode. This is when your body uses energy to grow, recover, and rebuild tissue. When you eat, especially protein and carbs, your body shifts into an anabolic state. Insulin is released, nutrients are delivered to cells, and you get the raw materials for recovery and muscle growth. The key to understand here is that you move between these two states of catabolism and anabolism constantly, sometimes multiple times in the same day, depending on several factors. An example of this is when I wake up after fasting overnight, I'm in a catabolic state. During my intense lifting session after my morning breakfast, I'm again in a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue and depleting my carb stores from my muscle. Then when I have my post-workout meal with protein and carbs, I shift back into an anabolic state for recovery and muscle building after my workout. You're probably wondering what determines which state you're in. Number one is food intake. When you're fasted or under eating versus when you eat, especially carbs and protein. Number two is exercise. Training, especially resistance training or high intensity workouts, is a catabolic stressor, but recovery afterward is anabolic. Third is sleep and stress. Poor sleep and high stress keep you more catabolic. Now it's crucial that you understand a couple more things. If you don't eat enough, especially protein and carbs, your body stays in more of a catabolic state. You feel drained, recovery suffers, and your metabolism slows down. But if you refuel and rest properly, your body shifts into an anabolic state. That's when you repair tissue, rebuild muscle, and reinforce your metabolism to work more efficiently. But there's a very controversial issue when it comes to metabolism. And this is the most important concept that you need to understand when it comes to metabolism. Remember that metabolism is the sum of all chemical reactions in your body to keep it alive and functioning. If something stresses your metabolism, your body is going to adapt to the stress, again, to continue the process of keeping your body alive and functioning. The most important part about your body to understand is not a simple number that can be used like a calculator. It's more of a thermostat adjusting to the environment. Because your metabolism is always adapting to its environment, there are going to be many variables that change how many calories you're burning on a daily basis, weekly basis, or monthly basis. Most people think metabolism works like this. You burn 2,000 calories, you eat 1,500 calories, so you lose weight because there's 500 calories as a deficit. But that's not exactly how it works because your metabolism adapts. If you cut calories too hard for too long, your metabolism will slow down to conserve energy. Your body isn't broken, it's just trying to protect you. But if you eat enough and build muscle, your body starts burning more energy because it trusts that fuel is coming in. And this is exactly what happened to me. Like I said before, when I was eating 1,400 calories and doing a lot of cardio, my metabolism adapted down. I was cold all the time, my energy was terrible, and I had a lot of achy joints, and I stopped losing weight. But when I started eating more calories, gradually increasing them, my metabolism adapted upward, and so did my training. My training improved, my performance got better, I was able to eat more, I moved more, and I had less aches and pains. And this is how I got leaner, having more muscle definition on higher calories than before. This is why two women can eat the same macros, do the same workouts, and get completely different results. One has a metabolism that's been stuck in a conserving mode, while the other has been dieting for years. And the woman who has trained her metabolism to work better is the one that's going to get better results. This is why calories in versus calories out is oversimplified. Yes, you need a calorie deficit for fat loss, but the calories out part is constantly changing based on how you treat your metabolism. So if your metabolism is adapted and can work for you or against you, how do you get it to work for you again? The approach that's worked for me and my clients are three things. Strategic nutrition that supports your metabolism instead of suppressing it, training that builds muscle and enhances your metabolic capacity, and recovery protocols that allow your metabolism to function properly. Using this approach, I went from struggling to lose weight on 1,400 calories to maintaining my leanest physique, even while eating an average of 1,850 calories per day. I have energy for my workouts, I can be social with food, and I don't have to white knuckle through constant hunger and achy joints. I've worked with over 800 women, and my clients see similar results. They stop fighting their metabolism and start supporting it. They eat more food and have more energy, and they actually look better because they're building muscle instead of just losing weight. Here's what you can do right now to fix your metabolism if you're experiencing energy sluggishness, weight gain, or hitting a weight loss plateau. First, you can stop drastically cutting calories if you're not seeing results. Second, focus on building muscle through progressive strength training. Third, make sure you're eating enough protein to support your metabolism. And fourth, pay attention to your recovery needs. I know this might sound overwhelming, especially if you've been stuck in the diet mentality for years, but I promise you, when you start working with your metabolism instead of against it, everything works better. If you're serious about getting results that match your effort in the gym, you don't have to do it alone. I coach women through the process that I'm giving you today, helping them get leaner, stronger, and more confident without cutting carbs or spending more hours in the gym. If you're ready to stop the guesswork and start transforming, click the link below to apply for a one-on-one coaching session. We'll assess exactly where your metabolism is right now and create a plan that works with your body, not against it. If you found this video helpful, like this video and subscribe to my channel for weekly fitness and nutrition updates. And if you want more tips on a daily basis, you can follow me on Instagram at JenWaFitness. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.